right, welcome to the show. We are with one of my best friends in business and somebody I've known for quite some time now, JB Cloud. JB's in the insurance industry. He actually happens to be, well, he's big on radio, but we'll let him tell his story.
Is that a fat joke? I gotcha.
Definitely not a fat joke, just big time. We got big time JB.
Man, I got my hand in a lot of cookie jars, and I've been in radio 25 years. And, I was a big fan of payday, and paydays were fixing to end, so I had to find another job. So I got into insurance because I like to be around people, and I've been doing that for 6.5 years. I just switched companies. I'm also a Shriner and a Mason. I do the website, Facebook, and monthly magazine. I'm the PR chairman for West Texas, and I stay pretty busy.
So Facebook or we talk about social media, JB. I know you're big on social media and
huge. Yeah, I love social media.
Done some great things, not just for yourself, but even for other people. And I think you were telling me a story. I know we're going to talk a lot about social media today and what it can really do for a business. But you were telling me a story just the other day about someone you were helping out.
I help out a lot of places. I probably manage 10 or 11 Facebook pages at the present time. Some I do a little bit with, some do a lot with, including my own, as well as my personal page. But, the one thing I find people are leery of, they ask me questions, which they're kind of no-brainers to me. I taught myself Facebook. I didn't go to a bunch of classes. I've been to some, but I've actually ended up teaching the people that were giving the classes. And I've taught, I was blessed to be with a Farmers Insurance and top 5 in the nation. And I helped train agents all over the state of Texas as well as the nation and Michigan and outside of LA. I won their social media challenge. Got to hang out with Casey Kane in Talladega. And then now I've been with Horace Mann for a month and a half. I'm already top 5 in the nation with them as well and on my social media platforms. The main thing that I would tell a business is, use it. It's free. People ask me tons of questions, and one of them is, how much do you spend annually promoting your Facebook post? And I go, that much right there. I mean, it's a chore and a job and a task at times, but people like you and I know there's ways around everything. The other thing that helps me, because I'm a public figure, and B, I've got 4,998 friends on my personal Facebook page, plus I've got another 1,900 followers on top of that. So I tell people, increase the number of friends. You need to make yourself a public figure in a way, and don't just be in the 200 friends range, because what you're going to do is post something on your business page and share it onto your personal page, which is going to help your reach. Now, I'm not telling you to go add every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Sally and Mary, Susie, Beth on there, but there's a lot of people you need to invite to be friends on your personal page, like Joe the barber, or the guy that not only cuts your hair, but the soccer moms down the street, the folks at school, your friends of your kids, their parents, the teachers. There's so many people at work that you could add on your friends deal, and that's going to help your business page. You want me to keep going as far as what to post on business stuff?
Well, it's interesting because I think that's a question that you get a lot, right? So what should I post?
Okay. Unlimited. Here's my deal. What would you post on your personal page? Well, you need to post that on your business page. Your business page needs to have a personality. It needs to be an extension of you and your business. You want to be a stuffy business that's only posting, I want your money? No. You need to share. If an employee has a birthday, take a picture and post it. If somebody got flowers for their anniversary, take a picture and post it. If your hobbies, you need to share that. If you're into riding motorcycles, playing golf, gardening, playing dominoes, fashion, travel, you need to share that passion. Here's why, especially if you're in sales. If there's 4,100 people out there that are trying to get their business, and all of a sudden they see your page and they go, oh, wow, posted a picture of his Harley. I ride Harleys. You just got a foot in the door. Or there's a guy that is an insurance agent. He's big into dogs or cats or reading books or whatever it is your passion is. You need to share that passion on your page. Take pictures of your office, Christmas decorations. How about, here's a big one. How about elf on the shelf for your office or your business? You know what? It doesn't take a genius or a lot of time to go get an elf on the shelf and take 30 pictures in a matter of 5 minutes in different poses. And then use the app Facebook Pages Manager and schedule all those posts to where you get them scheduled a month. And then not only, here's something you could do with your elf on the shelf, because you got to name it. Post a picture on your Facebook page, your business page, and go, hey, we just adopted an elf for our office. It needs a name. Let's do a contest. What name should it be? Talk about engaging and getting your customers and clients to help along. Plus, it increases the reach of your business and that post. But here's another deal. I was talking about engaging. Another thing that I tell people, this is kind of a next level deal, but when you post something, don't just post a picture of a Harley Davidson and post on your page. Well, JB said, post a picture of a Harley or golf clubs or no, you got to give somebody a reason to comment, like, interact with that post. I ride a Harley. Do you have one? Do you know somebody that has one? What is yours? What year is it? What model is it? What color is it? I have a cat. Do you have pets? You know, here my cat's name is Susie Q. What's your cat's name? You know, you've got to give them a reason to respond, and that will increase the reach of your post. People just seeing it, they'll go, and they'll scroll. But you want them to stop, like, comment, share on it, okay? And then you want their friends. My biggest post, JD, are you ready for this? And you know about this. My biggest post ever reached over, it's probably 3 million people now. Had nothing to do about insurance. You know what it was? I'm walking to work in the morning, and I get out of the pickup, and I see a penny on the ground. How many of us have seen a penny on the ground?
Everybody has.
Yeah, all the time. So what have you been told about seeing a penny on the ground? Do you pick it up automatic? No, I don't. If it's tails up, I kick it.
Oh, that's right.
You don't pick up a penny that's tails up. You only pick it up if it's heads up, right?
Yep.
I throw pennies out, by the way, because it's fun. And but I went to Google and typed in penny on the ground. I get a lot of my stuff off of Google, off the images. Went to images, and I found one I liked. And you could post, oh, look at this penny on the ground. Or what I did was, what have you been taught about picking up pennies on the ground? Reached almost 3 million people. And it was legit. I didn't pay for anything, didn't advertise it. The head of Farmers Insurance social media called me and said, wow, what did you do to promote this? Radio, TV, billboard? I went, nothing. I shared it to my personal page, and it went wild. So it's something as that can make a difference. You have to ask them a question or give them a reason to respond.
You said something there when you talk about sharing to your personal page, and I've talked to many business owners, and they're like, you think I really should share to my personal page?
Yes. Think about all the people that are on your personal friends list that don't like your page. You're just extending the reach. But me, you know, you got to remember, I'm a different kind of person. I'm a public figure, so I gave up on anonymity a long time ago. My cell phone number's out there, my email's out there. Random people, I have no idea who they are, message me, call me, text me every day. I don't care. You know, if you're real big into anonymity, then don't worry about it. You're just going to have a little tougher road, a little different road than I do. I put it out there everywhere.
So what about the person that says, and I believe that posting your business posts back down to sharing them to your personal page is very, very important. Again, it's all about reach, right? I mean, I think as we talk more and more about social media, specifically Facebook, there's a lot of programs out there today that, hey, we're going to do 3 posts for you a week. And it's just general content that drives
You say 3 a week?
Yeah, but
here's my big deal, JD. If you could run a free television or radio commercial every hour on the hour, free, would you?
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you post every hour on Facebook?
Oh, I agree. I agree with you.
Grant Cardone has a book called The 10X Rule. Get the audio book if you don't mind foul language, because he's pretty hardcore. But I agree. I mean, and the biggest feedback I get from that is, oh, I don't want people saying I post too much. If somebody is coming to you and saying, I see your post way too much, you know what that means? It means you're doing it right. They saw it. You know, I do classes, and I go, think about the one radio commercial in your market or television commercial that's always playing. There's a jingle. There's there's a deal for a glass place in town and a plumbing place in town. And I can remember that jingle in my head. I can probably sing it to you word for word. And you probably know the same thing for those watching. You know what? It's annoying, but you know what? It's effective because you remember it. It doesn't matter if you liked it or not. That's totally irrelevant. It's effective because you remembered it.
There's social media plans and companies that do social media that say, hey, we'll charge you a couple $100 a month or whatever, and we're going to do 4 posts a week, or let's just say it was one a day even.
Well, I'm
And
not knocking those people. Our company currently and our past company used a company called Hearsay Social, and that's fine. But my complaint about it, and you need that to promote your company and your brand. But here's my deal: you got to promote you. Because these posts don't say a thing about JB Cloud. It brands the company, and that's it. And so you need to brand yourself as well as brand your company. Ford does a really good job of branding the Ford Mustang and the Ford pickups and the Ford whatever they have. But each dealership needs to brand themselves because that dealership wants you to buy that Ford from them, right?
right.
And let's talk about consistency. We'll do a little deal, and for those watching, you can play along. So I've got some allergies going, and if I'm fixing to sneeze, what am I fixing to grab to blow my nose?
A Kleenex.
No, I'm going to grab a tissue. JD, Kleenex is a brand. So hear me out. I got 2 more. If I'm going to clean my ears out, which I do regularly because I'm OCD about that, I clean that out with a
Q-tip.
cotton swab. And then, of course, like I got my wife a new set of knives, and I was cutting a baked potato, and apparently the knife was way sharper than the old knife, and I stabbed my finger a little bit. So then I'm going to put a what around there?
You're going to put the Band-Aid on it.
An adhesive bandage, JD. So my point is they have branded those products so well, so consistently that we call them by that brand name instead of the actual product name. So what you need to do is you need to brand yourself consistently. They may not need a vacuum cleaner or a haircut or carpet cleaning or whatever product you're watching that you offer. They may not need water service. They may not need a car. But when they do, guess what? They're going to think about you. And they're going to think, he posted that Harley. Okay. Or he posted the deal about dogs or cats he's the guy. And that's what I do. I try to post consistently. And what I would recommend, I'll tell you a story about a furniture store I was working with, and you and I talked about that. And it was a zero to hero kind of Cinderella story. A friend of mine, his wife ran the furniture store, and they were hurting for business, fixing to shut down, 2 months max. And I said, hey, I want to help you guys. I said, I'm going to come in. I redesigned their Facebook. I didn't redesign it. I just put a new cover photo on there, and I started posting consistently twice a day. Okay. I said, take pictures of your inventory. People need to know what you're selling. You can't just say, come into Bubba's Beds and get some furniture. You need to tell them. You need to be specific and put prices on there and come see us. I even told them, hey, here's a neat idea. Do people bring in their dogs? Yes, sometimes. Well, guess what? They raise bulldogs. Put a deal of dog treats in your store and promote the fact that you come in, we're going to give your dog a treat, whether it comes in or you can take it home. It's a free dog treat. Everybody loves giving their dog a treat, right? Well, we did this on a consistent basis, and they were behind on their rent, their taxes, their payroll, everything. Got them out of debt, and then of course the hurricane hit down there around Houston because they're north of there. And guess who they went to? Because they were consistent about it. They went to them, and now they're just in great shape. But when I work with businesses, I take over and I'm on it. And then I slowly go, okay, now I want you to remember what I'm doing. Every day we're posting something. And all you're doing is you're sending me the pictures and I'm putting them on there. Okay. Well, I've backed away. So we're on phase 3 now, and to where they need to do it. Well, they only posted 3 times in October and twice in November. You can't expect people to knock on your door if you're not doing that. So now we're going into phase 4, which is re-education, going and revisiting. Okay, let's go back and remember what I did when we first started. You had money rolling in, right? We're coming up on Christmas, and you're not struggling, but you're not doing great. Okay, you like to be doing great. Everybody loves to do great. Well, you need to be consistent about it. There's some people that say it's hard. It's not hard. It's different.
All right, that's part 1 of JB Cloud and some great social media conversation specifically about Facebook, but we're going to pick it up in part 2 tomorrow. Can't wait to hear the rest of it. JB's very, very talented when it comes to social media and does just a great job and has some experience on the radio. So looking forward to seeing the part 2 of this series, and look forward to having you listen to it too. We'll talk to you tomorrow.